and they are being our voice, and we really appreciate that. So next, I would like to have Representative Harrell. With 12 years of service in the Florida House of Representatives, she's a leader in setting policy for the state of Florida. She represents District 83 in northern Martin and southern St. Lucie County. She recently co-authored with 5 other state legislators the letter to the FRA I just spoke about. She's a resident of Florida's Treasure Coast for over 43 years, and she's committed to serving our community and protecting the interests of her constituents. Please help me welcome Representative Gayle Harrell.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Casey, and it's a delight to be here. And it's great to see all these wonderful people out here on a gorgeous Saturday morning. You could be at the beach, you could be at the mall, you could be sitting on your back porch having a second cup of coffee, but instead you chose to be here. And what we need to do is go back, have that second cup of coffee with your neighbor, and take the message that we are giving you and that you're part of and you are helping formulate today. Take this message to your neighbor, to your friends, to everyone on your email list, and let them know how important this issue is. Our legislative delegation came together, and when I called each and every one of the members of the delegation and spoke with them, and we have 6 legislators who have signed this letter, we all expressed the same concerns. As we read that environmental impact study, we said, who wrote this? Who wrote this? Better question, who paid for it to be written? Because it truly did not represent the impact that the train is going to have on each and every one of us. And yes, Casey, it is impacting everyone in all our counties on the Treasure Coast, whether you live east or west of the railroad tracks. Many of our hospitals are on the other side of the track. Whether you're on the east side and you want to get to a hospital on the west side, you're on the wrong side of the tracks. I live on the wrong side of the track when it comes to getting to the hospital. I live on the wrong side of the tracks when it takes getting a boat under the bridge and to go fishing. I live on the wrong side of the tracks when it comes to going shopping or visiting friends. It's impacting every single person if you live or play on the Treasure Coast. So we all need to be united and really work together to stop the train. I have a copy of the letter here if you're interested in it. We also have detailed those impacts for you so you can see the negative impacts it is going to have on each and every one of us. But one of the things I do want to say, and I want to address the freight train issue. This is truly, in my opinion, not all about Florida. It's all aboard Florida. It's all about freight. Because truly, when you look at the impact, the freight trains are going to be huge. The Port of Miami is in the process of being expanded. And when you look at what is happening with the Panama Canal, within 2 years, most likely the Panama Canal will be open for business with these mega freighters come through with 8 to 10 times the number of containers that will be on those huge mega freighters. They are going to have to be unloaded and transported. If you've ever been on a cruise out of Miami, you know how congested that port is. In the same way with the port in Fort Lauderdale. This is all about moving that freight out of Miami so that they can really make the money on freight. It's not about passenger service, it's all about freight. So when you see a 14,000-foot train hauling thousands, tens of thousands of containers, that is what is truly going to congest and make these railroad crossings the most dangerous. So you have to look at both things, not just the 32 trains that are passenger trains, but also the major increase we are going to see double in the next 2 years, and I would anticipate quadruple in the next 10 years. Long run, this is going to have a huge impact on us on the Treasure Coast. So I ask you once again, go invite your neighbors, invite your friends, have a little party, bring them in for coffee, and tell them about what is happening. Because united, standing together, signing that petition, and everybody working together, we can stop this. Thank you so much, Casey, for everything you are doing. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Representative Harrell. I greatly appreciate you coming here today. And I have to show you from my position, these are the legislators that co-authored the letter. Representative Harrell, Representative Mayfield, Senator Altman, Representative Magar, Representative Lee, and Senator Grimsley. What a wonderful collection, and we absolutely should clap thanks to these folks. Absolutely. We really appreciate it. Representative Harrell mentioned the freight. She's absolutely right. One thing you may not know, the Port of Miami, the Port of Everglades, those are exclusive ports for Florida East Coast Industries. All the freight coming into those goes to Florida East Coast Industries. So more freight is coming, folks. It's interesting how the EIS really doesn't address the freight issues whatsoever. So that's something I think that all of us know is really the biggest issue here. Next, I wanted to talk a little bit more about what Congressman Posey and Congressman Murphy did with the Government Accountability Office. And he has his representative here, Mr. David Jackson. Congressman Bill Posey is the U.S. representative for Florida's 8th Congressional District. Representative Posey and Murphy, they submitted a request to the GAO to review the feasibility. While Congressman Posey had other obligations today, he asked his aide, Mr. David Johnson, to come and give us an update on that GAO request. So please help me welcome Mr. David Jackson. Thank you.